already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money back.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State, the former Spartan. It's Kirk Cousins.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. And for this offense, yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you could also see him as a tight end. This guy is a terrific football player.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Check my 21. Nice, sweetheart.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Watch twist.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Throwing again on second down. Cousins feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. His first carry, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
Situation, let's go.
On second down now. It's Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
To throw here. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
But you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now it's Hines, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play, and the Chargers first down.
Now back to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
66. Fully ride. 56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to let go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Cousins to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Justin Evans. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch the safety creep. Race don't trap.
They run with Hines. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll set up to throw. And Eifert has it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these heads.
On first down, Hines. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Check, 59. Check.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go.
56, Mike, 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 56, Mike, 56. Go.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. So first and 10 now from the 30. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. On second down, it's Murray. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
It's going to be a long...
On second and 11 now. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Play fake. Cousins. And he's got Snead. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up third and 6.
New England on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll throw again. Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. Cousins again. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, New England. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 56, by 56. I got you. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Kill. Rotate spin. Turn it up. Alpha. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Give them 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
Complete to Billy Sneed. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Check the high. Check 53's mark. Here it comes.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a fast footwork by White. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57's Mike 57.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Eifert has it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He'll drop to throw. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that's caught. It's Edelman again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. to throw. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, helping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A second down throw for Cousins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
56. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Back to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for New England. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Under 10, 10. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Landry brushes him off. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. New England on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass. Mike 56. Mike 56.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby.